What do you think, Palin? Is anything gonna move?
It's not going anywhere.
All right, today we are on our way for another trike adventure. Me and my girl Palin, eating her kiwi over there. We are traveling about an hour and a half, maybe a touch more, hour 45 south of our area, because our new friend Steve has reached out, and it was back in March. Steve reached out and let us know he had a ATC 70, he had an ATC 110, and what looks to be a TRX 125, but it had the fenders off and the pictures were bad, so we're gonna see what we got when we get there. But he's down in the Catskills, and I don't know, we're excited to meet Steve, and I think his mom's gonna be there. She runs an antique shop. He's out visiting her for Mother's Day, so traveling past the historic Fonda Speedway. Just went by it. Crossing the Mohawk River right now, so a couple landmarks for you. You can figure out where we're at. We are well underway at this point, leaving from work. My co-pilot here has been delivered by her mom. I can't get her in the frame, but we're gonna get some road video too here while Palin films probably, and we'll go from there. What you got there, Palin?
I can't wait.
How is it?
Good.
What you eating, babe?
Crackers, mozzarella stick, muffin, banana, and fruit sticks.
Did you make one of those for me?
No.
Oh,
I asked Mom if you would want something, but she said you'd be fine.
thanks though. Okay, Palin's taking a break from her snack. We are probably about 5 miles away from our location, and I'm being reminded of this area. I came down here about 4 years ago, picked up an 83 Big Red 200E from a guy named Ed, so I call that machine Big Ed. Original owner, originally from Long Island, had a camp up here in the Catskills, and this was his workhorse. When he came up to camp, he used it to tend to his property, and he was selling his camp, and he had to get rid of the old three-wheeler, and he posted it up for free on Craigslist. Had 2 flat rear tires and dry rotted, couldn't hold air, and he said it had an electrical problem. And I was the first to respond, and I went and grabbed it for that very steep price of $0, and had a Honda Line basket on the front, and I put 2 rear tires on it, and I cleaned the carb and put a battery in it. I never dealt with any electrical issues, and it's been a great machine ever since. I love it. Thank you, Ed. I appreciate that. So I think the next time we come on, we'll be at our location. We're looking at 3 Hondas. And that might be the max of what we're going to be able to haul, because I did not tow a trailer. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Can you hand me that blue strap? What do you think, Palin? Is anything gonna move?
Give it a good shake.
You gotta snap one of the straps and say that's not going anywhere.
That's nice and tight. Let's check this side. Give it a good shake. Shake down. Uh-oh, this one's kind of loose. Might blow out.
Okay. We are unloaded. Back at home. The birds are chirping. 6:22 a.m. That took about 20 minutes. Unloading with a sore back is a challenge. So let's see. Let's go over what we hauled home. So we got a 1985 110. We can tell by the decals. We could confirm with the VIN. Looking for the F as the 10th digit, but there's enough here to tell me that I'm pretty confident that's an 85 110. This is an 85 TRX 125. What's interesting is in 85 there was a ATC 125M, and the TRX has reverse, but the M doesn't. The ATC doesn't. Very, very, very similar motor though, so we just... No, we didn't. I was going to say we just brought one of those home, but we didn't. What else we got? 1984 ATC 70. No front fender on it, but that's in the truck. Chewed up a little bit from one of the head nuts. So, nice haul. When I get home from work tonight, we will pressure wash these and see what they look like cleaned up a little bit better. Okay. We've been playing with a pressure washer. What have we discovered? What have we learned about our most recent haul? This is the underside of the ATC 110 fenders. We have learned, we knew this already, that our seat pan is compromised at the back. You know, these don't have staples. These have little triangular ears that grab the seat cover, and when those ears start to corrode and fail, you run into that scenario. So that seat pan is on its way out. What's interesting is this is an 85 110. That's an 85 TRX 125M rear fender, which the plastic is the same. The seat pan on the 85 TRX is plastic, so that's interesting. They knew it was a problem. But here's our 110. I think this has got potential. It's filthy. Well, it's cleaner now, but it was filthy, and the rims are corroded. Always makes them look trashy when the rims are rusty like that. This thing doesn't have one tire that's like another. Especially look at the back. You know, that one's maybe could be dosed up a little bit and made to be a little bit narrow, but that's what they look like. The TRX 125 is what I was thinking. It's bordering on just a parts machine, but it's got some good stuff on it. I didn't hit it good enough with a pressure washer, so I'll come back at it. I think I've got some friends showing up, so I'll talk till they get here. But this 8470 is respectable. It was very filthy, but you blew off all the oil and muck off the motor, and it came out nice. But I think we've got some guests on the property. It's the cousins Josh and Jeff, and they're here to pick a couple things up. Let's go see what they're up to. Who invited you guys?
Nobody.
Trouble. Jeff, good to see you.
Hey,
how's
how are
everything? We got to meet on camera. This is weird.
John.
Hey, John.
Nice
I'm
to meet you.
man. It's like J Day.
All J's.
Josh.
Easy to remember.
Welcome. They came in a white Dodge Ram, so you know they're all right. So, unlike those Chevy guys that show up.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm gonna put the camera away, and we can say hi and do our greetings, and then we'll see what they're here to pick up. All right. So you might remember those bikes from the Snert barn find video, but the Josh and Jeff duo have pried them from my hands prematurely. We're gonna watch some skills here. Look at this. Man, I needed John in my bed to help lift things up. No ramps necessary. Yeah, right? That came out wrong, I think.
Save room for the 70. That water, front tire full of water.
All sales are final.
Really?
That was easy.
We're gonna pay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right, final.
Man, it's almost like you got room for one more.
We can find something.
How about that? Let's see if there's something laying around.
You wanna look for something? See if there's. Yeah.
Well, they found something they wanted to buy to fill up that extra space. And since they drive a white Dodge Ram, I couldn't say no. So, Josh has purchased the lightning fast 84 ATC 70. There she is, Josh. I've owned this one for a period of time. This is the way you can say things in a negotiation and not necessarily lie. It's got a special place in my heart. Look at this. Lift with your legs.
Never mind.
I didn't even get to steal any parts off it.
Nope.
Oh, that sticker. That's mine.
Oh.
But these guys did come through for me, and they picked me up this belt buckle. 1983 Honda line.
Like
And it almost fits. Gives me an incentive to lose some weight.
Fair trade.
And Jeff's getting married this coming fall, so I might wear it to his wedding. Who's officiating your wedding?
Some three-wheeler guy.
Some three-wheeler guy. Stay tuned for that. We'll tease that content coming up. But thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
Safe trip home. You got them all strapped down nice? Good. Yep.
Tailgate
Looks
shut,
great.
we're
That's
good.
not going anywhere.
No,
All right.
perfect.
Something about three-wheelers in the back of a white Dodge. I like it. Over and out.
Later.
Oh, yeah. Cummins power. Here we go. Bye-bye. She's a runner. She's also a leaker and an overflower. That's okay. You can let it stall, honey. It's about to run out of gas. Can you get the towel underneath the gas right there? So she needs a carb rebuild kit. And the petcock is off, so it should not have gas flowing, but it does. Anyway. The amount of gas is pouring out. That ain't right. We're gonna wheel this off into the grass for now. All right, so we've wheeled this off into the dirt to let the gas do what it's gonna do. It might run right out on me, I don't know. Thankfully, gas is cheap right now, so it's not terrible if I lose it all, right? I'm gonna talk more about these machines, but I wanted to give a project update about what's going on in the shop. A few things. Got the 88 Big Red in here. We're going to be plotting our facelift for that. You'll see some balloon tires here. These are not Atsu balloon tires. These are, what are they, Firestone? Pretty sure these are Firestone, yeah. So, so I'm cleaning these up. This is clean. This is not clean. I have one over there. I had to put a patch in. Those three tires are going to go on this machine, which was the Barn Find 7490 from the other day. It runs. I'm just going to clean the tank out a little bit, put the tires on it, put everything back together. I had to tighten the chain, and I will be looking for a new home for that. I did keep these from them. These cleaned up so nice. So these will be going on one of my nicer 90s and making that nicer. You'll notice the tank for the 85 200 ES is hanging out on the bench. The motor is hanging right here in this makeshift blast thing that I put together, where I'm trying to clean up the aluminum with crushed walnut shells. It's working, but it's slow going. So I got to get that ready because the frame will be here soon. And once I get the frame back from powder coat along with the racks and all those pieces, the rims and whatnot, I want to start reassembling. So the motor needs to be ready. I do have to paint the differential and the front forks and triple. I bought a different tank to have it painted, and that's up at my buddy Ryan Cogswell's house. So that will be able to be decaled up and look perfect while I maintain the original tank and don't goof it up. So I think that's it for projects at the minute. So I want to get this 90 out of here, and then I can focus more on the 200. We'll get the 110 in the shop and get that cleaned up and running. And never a dull moment here at this old trike. So let's go back outside and look at those TRXs. Okay, we've wheeled the 125 over there because the petcock is not stopping gas flow in the off position. But Palin has just asked a question about this 85 TRX 125. She asked if it's the same thing as her TRX 90, which is a 2007. So I was telling her that actually this was the first kids-oriented four-wheeler that Honda offered. They later, this was the last year, 85 was the last year of the ATC 70, and in 86 they came out with the TRX 70. But this one had it by a year. But what's interesting, and I was mentioning this to Palin earlier, if you look at the color scheme on the front fender decals, you'll notice the similarity between the 1984 decal color scheme for the 84 TRX 200. I mean, you haven't got to use your imagination too much to say that's the same color scheme. The gray stripe, the dark blue stripe, the white and orange lettering, right? And actually, the promotional commercial for the 84 TRX 200 includes the 85 TRX 125. So that's just a little bit of info. I don't know what to make of it. Like, was this supposed to come out in 84? But they were trying to design it to, hit a mud hole better, because that's what they're all designed for, but they couldn't figure out the exact design that would optimize mud hole hitting. So I think that's probably it, don't you think, Palin? Yeah. And so this came out in 85. Haven't touched this. It's got some very dry rotted front tires. Don't know what the plan is going to be for this. Might see if it runs, and then see if anyone needs it in their stable, because I'm pretty sure I don't need it in mine. But it is Mother's Day today. We're going to go spend some time with my mother. We're celebrating Palin's mother, all the mothers in our lives. Who would we be without our mothers? I can tell you what, we wouldn't be anybody. But this actually, the 84 TRX 200, after my last video, I located a set of mud flaps for the rear that are in extremely nice condition. Somebody reached out to me with a nicer trunk lid. It's not perfect, but it is a lot better than the scratchy one. And the guy with the mud flaps actually had a Speedo set up, so he's gonna let me know. Yeah, Palin has identified the crack there. We'll have to, I thought these were crack free, but we'll get in there from the back and hot staple those to secure them. This thing's really nice. It's not perfect by any stretch, but nothing I have is mint, and that's okay. This thing is definitely not mint. Decent fenders though. Tow hitch. I think that might have been an option, not 100%. With that being it, let's close it out, Palin. Well, thanks so much for watching our latest adventure as we stare here into the sun. We appreciate each and every one of you, and thanks for joining us as we cry a little bit. They're tears of joy for all of our subscribers. So I didn't get a video out last week. I'll mention this now because I tweaked my back last weekend. So I was incapacitated. You gonna make it, honey? I was incapacitated last weekend. So unfortunately, I laid on the floor and stared at the ceiling. So, but hopefully you'll get this tonight, and maybe something else for tomorrow. We'll see. Have a great night. I hit the button. Perfect. Lift up on that knob right there behind your leg and go backwards. No, lift up and go backwards. Yep. Push down on the shifter. Can you put it back in the barn there? Okay, now reverse. Try it now. Now straight. Straighten your handlebars. Straighten your handlebars. Good. Go back.
Work's over. The fun starts with the push of a button. For hunting, fishing, or any recreation that takes you where the roads don't go, the TRX 200 is up to the task. Heavy-duty front and rear skid plates offer superb engine and rear-end protection, while integrated fenders and mud flaps help protect the rider and load. All new tires with a unique tread pattern provide sure traction through virtually any terrain. The new Honda TRX 200. The ATV that's ready to work as long and as hard as you do. And it's just as eager to get away from it all. When it comes to four-wheel ATVs, you don't have to be big to get in on the fun. Introducing the new 1985 TRX 125. Like the 200, the TRX 125 uses a reliable four-stroke engine for plenty of torque and hard-working power. It's got a 5-speed transmission, including a super low first gear, and a new easy-to-use reverse for added maneuverability. It's light and agile, fun to ride. And for smooth, sure stops, it's got big drum brakes, front and rear. The new TRX 125 and TRX 200. Utility, economy, and Honda quality. Now on 4 wheels.